Hello, everyone. Good evening. Yeah, good evening, guys. We'll wait for another 2 more minutes and then we'll start. All right. I think let's begin with the session. So once again, good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Can you all hear me? Okay, great. So we will start with a quiz and then we will move on into our topic for the day. Right. Everyone, I've shared the link for the quiz on the chat. As usual, you get 5 minutes. Please spend the next 5 minutes and solve this. Guys, you have another 2 more minutes. Try to complete the quiz. If you have done, great. All right, I guess let's go on and let's discuss the answers. So give me a minute. Let me share my screen. Yeah, perfect. So we'll start with the first one. What is Power Query used for in Power BI? What is the use of Power Query in Power BI? It is used to transform, clean, and shape data before loading it into the data model. Right? It's not DAX, it's not for dashboard, it's not for relationship. It is used for transforming and cleaning the data. When you access Power Query, or where can you access Power Query in Power BI desktop? Now, what we did is yesterday we loaded the data and we didn't select load data. We selected the transform data option. Right. So here also we will be selecting the transform data under the home tab if you want to access Power Query in Power BI. In Power Query, which function is commonly used to extract text before a specific delimiter? As the name suggests, it's before, right? So text, under text, you will be having this before delimiter option. And we tried this, if you remember, before at, we got the username, we got the domain, we got the company name and so on. What happens when you remove a column in Power Query and apply the changes? Option A. The column is deleted only in Power Query, yes, but it remains in the original data source. See, we are not making any changes to our original data source. Our Excel file or our whatever file that you are having, that will not be having the changes. Only a Power Query will be having the change. So the column is deleted only in Power Query, but remains in the original data source. What language is used while building Power Query? I told you this yesterday. Power Query is built with this language called as M language. Right? It's not Python, it's not R Java. Don't get confused. These are all things that you can use Power BI with, but Power Query is developed with M language. Right? I hope you are clear on this, on these quizzes. What we will do today is we'll try to do two things. One is I'll show you how Power Query is useful when you want to automate any report, or how is it dynamic. We'll understand these things. But for that, I have uploaded a specific set of data and I want you all to download it. Right? I'm giving you the link on the chat and I'll tell you what all data that you need to download. From this link, download Costco, download Walgreen, and download Target. So there are 3 files that you have. I want you to download all the 3 files. So if you go to this link, you can see that in this link, you have Costco, Target, and Walgreen. There are these 3 files. Please download these 3 files have it on your systems, and then I'll tell you what to do. I'll give you all 2 minutes, download this and let me know once you have the file with you. If it is downloaded, please do open Power Query also. Not Power Query, maybe just open Power BI. Power Query, we will be doing it in a minute. Yes, so 2 more minutes, everyone. Please download these 3 datasets. We'll not be working with a single data. We'll be working with multiple datasets today. And I'll tell you what is the purpose. But yeah, download this. One more minute. Make sure all the 3 datasets are downloaded. Yeah, guys, do you have the data with you? All the 3 datasets, do you have it with you, everyone? Okay, now I have a suggestion that you can go ahead with this. See, I also have these 3 files, but what I've done is I have created a folder, and I want you also to do it. Wherever you have the files, just right click new and create a new folder. In this new folder, add all the 3 files. Right, so everyone please create a new folder, and in this new folder add all the 3 files. Just copy paste or cut paste all the 3 files into this new folder. And I'll also give you a reason why we are doing this, because if this is not present in a folder, then we need to manually load all the datasets one by one into Power BI. However, if it is present inside a folder, there is this one-shot technique that you can use to load all the files. Right, so everyone please make sure that you create a new folder. Just name it anything. You don't need to name it with any convention. You can have anything here. But once you have the new folder, add all the 3 files. And I'll tell you why. See, when you're using Power BI, what we usually do, we go to get data. And what we do with this get data is we would be selecting, text or CSV, or, we would be choosing Excel. But there are options. Maybe I'll show you. Just give me a minute. Yeah. So if you see that under get data, Excel workbook, data flow, there are all these options. But what I want you to select is there is more. You can see that there is this more option on bottom. You can select it. And under this more option, see, there are different things like Microsoft Fabric. There is database. There is Power Platform. There are all these options that is available. In this, you can choose under all, you can choose with this folder. See, whatever files are present inside a folder, you can upload it in one shot. Right. I'll repeat this. Please have a look, everyone. Go to get data in Power BI and select this more option. On the bottom, you find this more option. Select this. And you can click on folder, give connect. Now it will ask you to select a folder. Right. You can select a folder here. And in this case, just click on browse. And wherever you have the folder, just open that. So I'll open the place where my folder is present. Yeah, this is the folder. You can just select the folder, right? And you can give OK. Now, everyone have a look. I'll repeat this. So you have new data sets, right? I hope you all have downloaded the data sets. Let me give the link. So you go to this link and download these 3 data sets, Costco, Target, and Walgreens. Once you have all the 3 data, just put it inside a folder. Create a new folder and put all these 3 inside one folder. After that, open Power BI, get data, select more. And here you can choose folder. Under all, you will be seeing this option called as folder. Connect. And in this place, you can browse wherever the data is present. So this PC, I have it here. You might be having it anywhere. Just go to the place where the data is present. Select this, give OK. So here you can see I have given the path. After this, what we can do is just give OK. Now, the minute you give OK, all the 3 files that are present inside this folder will be loaded. Right. So let it take a minute. Everyone, please give the path and you can give OK. Now, hold on. I'll give you all a couple of minutes, but don't select transform or don't select load. I'll tell you what to do here. Everyone try till this. I'll give you a minute. Let me know once you're on this screen. Everyone, please make sure that you're doing till this, right? All the 3 files would be present here, and then I'll tell you what you can do. So don't select any of these options here. I'll give you all a couple of minutes and then we will move on. If you are on the screen, you can just put done on the chat. And in the meantime, if any of you have any queries, you can let me know. So to create a new folder, just right click and you see this new option. You can click on folder. This will create a new folder, or the shortcut is Control Shift N. If you use Control Shift N also, a new folder would be created. You don't even need to name it. Let it be new folder and then you can add all the files. Okay, guys, you have 1 more minute. Please try this, everyone. So Shivashri, what you should be doing is go to get data, more. Under this more, you can see there is a folder option. You can select this folder. Select this folder, click connect. And here in this place where you have the path, you can click on browse. You can click on browse. Just go to the place where the data is present. Yeah. And just give OK. Select the folder. I hope you all have added it into a folder. Select the folder, click OK. Now let's move on. See, once I have this, see, these 3 are not 3 rows. Every data here can have multiple rows. The first file can have 50 rows. The second one can have 60 rows. So there is no need that every file should be having the same number of rows. However, while loading this, don't give load or transform. You can see that under this combine, there is a drop down, right? It might not be visible. It's in, yellow or brown color, very light. But you can select this combine and you can see that there is this combine and transform data. So this is what we should select. We should select combine and transform data, not just load or transform. You can click combine and transform data and then your Power Query editor will open. So please make sure that you all select combine and transform data. And let's just wait a few, seconds. Yeah. This is just the preview, right? And once you're on this, select this data. On the left side, you will be seeing data selected. Give OK. Select data. What you see on the left side, it will be called data. The table will be called data. Select that and give OK. I know this seems like a longer process, something that you have not done before, But trust me, once you do this, from the next time, it will be present automatically. So you don't need to mug up these steps. You can, automatically work with this, but practice it once. Yeah, and I have my Power Query editor opened. So everyone, are you with me till this? Do you have the data with you? Do you all have this Power Query editor where the data is loaded so you can see Costco, XLSX, retailer, contact, retailer ID, all this is present? You don't need to select load or transform. You can select combine and transform. There is an option called as combine and transform data. That is what you should select. But again, quickly, I'll tell you how to do this. Guys, this is the last time I'm repeating, so please listen. Go to get data, more, and under more, you will be finding folder. Select the folder, click on browse, and wherever you have the files, just go there and select that folder. Then you can give OK, combine and transform. And once you have the preview file, you can select data. You have an option called as data. Just select it, give OK. On the left side, you will be finding data. Select that, give OK. Okay, Krishna, it's not an error. What you should do is, see on the screen, you see data here on the left side. You can see under parameter, there is data. Just click on that data and bottom, you will be finding OK. Just select that. No, don't worry about what is written in the backside. For everyone, you will be seeing something like this. Select data and then give OK. All right, now let's work a little bit on cleaning this data. See, I'll tell you how this data is. These are our clients. Okay, Costco, Walgreen, and Target. Assume that you work for an analytics company where all these three companies are your clients. Now, what happens when all these three companies are your clients is you get data from them every month or every week. You might be getting some data from them. So first data, what we have is Costco. So you can see we have retailer, contact, retailer ID, like that. We have all the columns. And if you just scroll down or if you come down, you can see after a point, this Costco becomes Target. And we have a different data. See, the data looks similar, but this is a different data, right? It's with a different person. Before it was Anna, now it is Stuart. The retailer ID is different. The order date is different. You can see the region and the state is different. What brand they are using, the price per unit, and the unit sold. All these are different. But a good thing is, whatever analysis that you do now will happen for all the three files. See, we don't need to spend our time on editing the files one by one. You don't need to edit Costco first, and then you don't need to edit Target, and then you don't need to edit Walgreens. You can edit this in one shot. All the three files, whatever changes that you make will happen. And you will be getting a report. Right? I'm going to tell you how you can get the report. Now, let's understand what all we need. Right? Have a look. I'll be mentioning the things that we need. Right? We will be needing the contact person name, total sales, payment delay or payment, I'll call this number of days for payment. Don't worry, I'll explain to you what are all these. I'm just noting it down so that you can understand. We need the contact person name, we need the total sales, we need the number of days for payment. And let's do something very simple. Okay. And at the end, we will create a bar chart for retailer and total sales. Right. Let's focus on these things. Contact person name, something we will create, total sales, number of days for payment, and this. First, we'll do this. If time permits, we'll also be doing the other things. Right. Have a look. Now, see here, the contact is given like this. There is the name of the person followed by the person's company. See, you also, sometimes you might be saving the contact like this, right? You might be putting the name of the person followed by either geo or followed by the college that you know them or followed by whatever way that you know them. Like that, in this data also, first we have the name of the person and then we have the company name. Now what we need is only the name, right? You can see every time the person's name is coming and then the person's company name is coming. We only need the name of the person. We don't need the company name. Now, how do I work with this? How can I get only the name of this person? Any idea? I don't need the name of the company. I should remove that. So what can we do? You guys have done this already. So any idea what can we do this? What can we do here? Okay, we can go with extract. Do we need it after delimiter? Do we need the data after delimiter? Okay, guys, if you have a look, the name follows this pattern. See, everywhere it is like this: name, company, right? So what we need is, before this delimiter, we need text before delimiter. After delimiter will give us the company name. Before delimiter will only give us the name of the person. Right? So let's go with this. What is the delimiter here? Can someone tell me? Guys, what do you think is the delimiter here in this data? Hyphen, space, okay. Dash is hyphen, okay. Okay, there is a small mistake that you guys are doing. See, even if you look at this, whatever I've mentioned here, the delimiter is not hyphen. It is actually space and hyphen. Now you might be thinking space is nothing, right? Space is empty data, but for computer, space is also a character. Even though there is nothing present, when you put a small space, that is also considered as a character. So what we'll do is we'll go here, transform and extract. Under this extract, we will go with text before delimiter. But keep in mind, whenever you mention the delimiter here, just put space and hyphen. Don't put just hyphen. Put space and hyphen, that will help you. And no need to select any advanced option. You can just give OK. Right? And now you can see only the name of that person is present. No more extra space or nothing is present. So I'll repeat, select this contact column, go to extract, text before delimiter. And here in this delimiter, give a space, type space once and put a hyphen. That's it. Don't type 2, 3 spaces, 1 space, 1 hyphen. Please try this, everyone. Make sure you get the contact person's name. Guys, have you all done this? Getting the contact person name? Yes, guys. Are you all able to get this? Only the name and not the company name next to the person's name? Yes, no. Guys, any doubts in this? Please let me know. Okay, now I want you to do these things. From this, I don't want you to create a bar chart. That is something that we can do later. I want you to get this total sales and the number of days for payment. Let me put it in the chat. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Try it on your own. You guys know how to work with Power Query. You have learned the basics. So try getting the total sales and try getting this number of days for payment. Try this both, and then we will be going ahead with the other concepts. Don't worry about bar chart. This we will do later, retailer and total sales. But try this total sales and number of days for payment. I'm gonna give you all 5 minutes. So they just, if you are going for transform, it will not be a new column. If you go for add column, it will create a new column. So when you do transform, this will make the change on that column only. So everyone try to get the total sales and the number of days for payment. Guys, are you clear what we are learning? If you have any queries, let me know. If you want me to repeat anything also, please let me know. Guys, I'll give you 5 minutes. Try it on your own. It's okay if you're not able to solve it, but still try it on your own. And then we will be going ahead with, I'll tell you how you can go. So, Shivishri, if your files are not showing, just copy paste it. Right. My goal is once I have the file, create a new folder. In that folder, copy paste all these 3 files. Right. That would actually help you to, load the files in one go. Guys, you have 2 more minutes. So no need to use any DAX or anything. You will be doing it with Power Query only. So I want you to either create a new column or change the column that you have. Okay, guys, has anyone done this? At least one, not if not both, at least one. Did you guys able to get the total sales or the number of days for payment? Okay, anyone, if you have not done it, it's okay. But can you tell me from this data, is there a way I can get the total sales for each row? If yes, what is the logic? How can we get the total sales of the data? Okay, someone has done both. Great. Good, Lakshmi. How about others? Okay, just tell me the logic. I'll do it. Someone just tell me the logic. Yes, it's price per unit multiplied by unit sold. See, I'm selling one unit at $0.4 and this company has sold 7,750 units. So all we need to do is price per unit multiplied by unit sold. And here you don't need to write any formula. What you can do is, see, I want this price per unit multiplied by this unit sold. So I'll select this price per unit. Control, I'll select unit sold and I'm going to create it with a new column. So I'll go to add column option here. See, there is this calculation that you can do under standard. You can do any statistics if you want. You can do calculations. You can do scientific notations, anything that you want, you can. However, I'm going to go for standard and I will be doing the calculation. As you said, it's price per unit multiplied by unit sold. So just select on this multiply. I'm going to repeat it. Click on this price per unit. Hold control on your keyboard so that you can select multiple columns. Select unit sold. Here under add column, go to standard and click on multiply. Now, when you do it, the third column multiplication would be created. You can just rename this as sales. Double click and rename this as sales. Are you guys clear with total sales? How to get it? Yes, everyone, are you clear with this? How to get total sales? Okay, I'll give you a minute, get the total sales, and then I'll also tell you to get the number of days. Select this price per unit, click control, select unit sold, go to add column, standard, and click on multiply. Now for getting the payment, what is the logic? Anyone, or what is the formula? How can we get the payment days, number of days for payment? Yes, anyone, what is the logic? See, if you look at the data, there is a date in which they are making the order. And there is a date in which they are making the payment. See, this is not like a consumer business. If you're buying a product from a store, you will be making the payment on that day. But business operates in different way, right? You can make the order in one day and then you will be getting some time to make the payment. You don't need to make the payment on that day itself. You'll be raising invoices. So if you want to know the number of days, it's payment date minus order date. If you just subtract these two, you will be getting it. Now, there are many ways to do it. I'll try one method. If it is not working, we'll try a different method. So I've selected the payment date. So always first select what you want to subtract initially, or I'll tell you this. Always select the latest date. If you see order happens first, payment is the one that happens second. So always select the latest date. What happens at a later point? Payment date, control, and then order date. Right now in this, what happens is you can see that this, hold on. Okay, there is some issue. Okay, hold on. There is some issue. My date is not getting highlighted. Okay, there is some issue. Data is not getting highlighted, but usually you want to subtract these two, you will just select one date and you will be subtracting the other one, right? With this duration is something that you can go ahead. You can also go with time if you want to do the subtraction, right? Maybe we'll try this a little later, but the logic is this: payment date minus order date. You will just subtract these two, right? If you're able to subtract, well and good. I hope you're clear on this. I'll show you this example, maybe some issue with my Power BI. I'll try this later, but for now, we will move on into this last one, which is the retailer brand versus the total sales. Let's go with retail brand and the total sales option. Okay, it could be some issue that, on the data. So that is the reason why we are not getting. Do not worry on that. Here, what we will do is, see, I have done the changes. If you want, you can make a few more changes. Like this region and state, you can separate. You can get the region separately. You can get the state separately. That is up to you. But for now, I want only this retailer is present. I have the contact person name. I have the sales. Once you have done all the analysis, once you are completed with the analysis, what you can do is you can go to home and you can select this close and apply. Now, when you do close and apply, this Power Query editor will get closed, and whatever changes that you have made to the data will be happening on your Power BI. So have a look. I'll be selecting this close and apply, and it would be taking a minute. And then in a minute, I will be having my data here on the right side. Right. So everyone click on close and apply. Under the home tab on your Power Query, you will be finding this option called as close and apply. So it's all getting loaded. See, you can see that it's all getting loaded. Let it get loaded. It might be taking a minute. You guys also try this. Go to home and click on close and apply. Since we are having 3 files, this might take at least 1 or 2 minutes, but that's okay. Let it get done. I think all the files are now loaded and I'll be seeing it in any second now. You guys also try, go to home and click on close and apply and wait for a minute. Let this get loaded. And here under Power Query files, you will be having all the whatever columns that we have done the analysis, we'll be having. Please try this, try till this. And let's move on. You're having the data set. Perfect. You can, I'll tell you what to do next. But please make sure you're on the screen. Please confirm once you're on the screen. Just put done or yes on the chat so that I'll know. If you're on the screen where you can see the column names, we'll be moving ahead. Okay, how about others? All right, now what we will do is we'll be selecting this retailer. I'm going to select this retailer and I'll also be selecting the sales. Right, when you select this retailer and sales, what happens is a table would be created. We know, right, how to create a file. We have already done this. So a table would be created and we will convert this table into a bar chart. Let's convert this into a bar chart and I'll do some editing to this. If needed, you can format. You have already learned the formatting, but if needed, you can still do that. I'll give you all a minute. Please create this bar chart, select retailer and select sales. I think this is good. So we have Costco, we have Walgreen, we have Target, and the three data that is present. Now, everyone, before you try, I'm going to teach you something. Please have a look. I'll tell you how we can go ahead with this. See, how many retailers we have in our data? If you see the bar chart, can you tell me how many retailers we have or how many companies we have? So Shobha, all you need to do is just select this retailer, select sales and create a bar chart. We have three retailers, right? See, we have Costco, we have Walgreen, we have Target. There are three companies that is present or three retailers. Now what happens is tomorrow you might be getting a new client, right? A new client could be there on your data or a new client could be there in your business. And you don't need to do all these steps again. Whatever we have done now, which is data cleaning and getting the total sales, getting the contact person, we don't need to do all this. In fact, what you can do is, see, I told you that loading the data into a folder or creating a new folder is a better option. And I'm going to tell you why. See, have a look at my screen. I have another customer's data here. You can see that another customer data is present, which is Walmart. Now for you also, it is there. I have uploaded it recently on your, on your Google Drive data set. It is present. But have a look. I have a new customer here called as Walmart. Now what I'll do is I don't need to go back to my Power BI, go to data and then load and then make the changes. No, I don't need to do any of those things. Just have a look. I'll tell you what to do. Go back, copy this Walmart, open your folder where all the three files are present. And guys, please listen. I'll not be repeating this. So listen to this carefully. I have this data and you can also try this, but try it later. Just listen to this. I have a new data Walmart. I'm going to copy this. I'll open my folder where all the three files are present and I'm going to add my fourth file. Right? I'm going to add this Walmart file also. Now, if you go back to your Power BI, no changes will happen. It will still show you three, right? It is not going to make any changes. It will still be showing you three. But the good thing is you can see that on top, there is this option of refresh. Under Home tab, you have this option of refresh. Now, when you click on refresh, just see what happens. It's loading. It's working. And if you see now, we have the third customer added to our data, right? Or the fourth customer. Already three were present. Now we have the fourth customer added to our data. See, all I did was this. I just copied the data. I copied Walmart from here. I pasted it in my Power Query here. I went back to my Power BI and I didn't do any change. I just clicked on this refresh. Now, when you click on refresh, whatever we did on the Power Query, that will happen to this Walmart data also, and we will be getting the output. Clear on this, everyone? Are you clear what I did? Okay, now if you want to try, you can do that. The data set is present on your Google Drive only. If you go to your Google Drive, see, I have added this Walmart data. Download this Walmart data, add it inside the folder and see if you are able to get 4 different bars. I'll give you 5 minutes. Please work on this and then we will move on. Please make sure that you are able to get 4 bar charts and not 3. Just add this, download the Walmart file and add it inside the folder. Guys, everyone try this and let me know once you're able to do it. As I said, I'll give you time. I'll give you time till 9:25. You don't need to add anything. Just go here, copy the data, paste it in the folder in your folder, and no need to make any change. Just click on refresh. It will get automatically added. Once you have added it in the folder which you have used to load the data, you can click on refresh. Others also please try. Only 2 people have done it. What about others? Others, please make sure that you have all the 4 bars. I can see a few responses on the chat. So they just, it might be some, Power BI issue. You can see not responding on top. Wait for some time, it will get done. If not, you need to close it and do it again. So wait for some time, it will get done. Sometimes your system might be slow, and that's why you will be getting images like this. Okay, I hope you're clear on this now. Guys, let me reiterate. Power Query is a very useful tool if you want to work with multiple data sets, if you want to, if you want to load multiple files in one go. And not only that, if you want to add files at a later point. See, very simple. If you want to track the student attendance, and some students might join later, right, to this course. Still, if I want to do it, I don't need to do all the process again. All I can do is I can just copy their data, put it inside a folder, and the process on the report will be created. So things like these are very important for Power Query. And what I want you to do is practice using Power Query. Please don't stop with this. We will be moving on into a different topic from the next class. We'll be moving on into data modeling, dashboard creation, and so on. But once again, please don't stop working with Power Query. If you know Power Query, then it is very helpful. Quickly, I'll also show you how to work with Power Query in Excel. So give me a minute. Because if you know this, then you guys know advanced Excel and advanced Power BI. So I'll share my screen. If you want to work with Power Query editor in Excel, you need to go to this data option. On Excel, you have this data option on top. You can go to data option, and here if you load, get data from file, you have from folder, whatever we have done in Power BI, Power Query, the same thing is available here. You can load a data, and once you load the data, you have transform option. Maybe quickly I'll show you. It might be not responding immediately, but if you go to data and get data, when you load any data set, you will actually be getting the option to transform data, right? Let's or let me just load any data for that matter. So if I click on Walmart and if I give import, see what happens is this screen will open, the preview screen will open after the connection is made, and you have this option of transform data on the bottom. See, same thing. Whatever we have done, you have this option of transform data, and you can work with Power Query in Excel also. So if you are learning Excel, if you are working with Excel, try doing the things with Power Query. Try cleaning the data with Power Query. I hope you're clear on this. Someone is asking you, we can be data analyst. Yes, you guys can be data analyst. If you know the tools like, Excel, if you know Power BI, and then a few other tools, you will be able to become data analyst, obviously. Is any doubt on what we have learned today? Any queries? Are you guys clear? Are you clear with the topic? Okay, perfect. And let me just give you the playlist recording and the feedback link. Sorry. Yeah. So guys, you can find the recording of the session. We have only few more classes pending. Only 3 classes are pending. So make sure you attend those classes properly. We will move on into dashboard, and don't join late. I'll not be entertaining. If you're joining late and want me to repeat it, I'll not be entertaining that. If yesterday's class is not posted, it would be, maybe just wait till tomorrow. If not, you can talk to your Sunstone team and they'll be able to help you. There would be project. Yes, at the end, there would be projects. So you need to work on this. Can you suggest some place to work or practice Power Query? Krishna, you can download data sets from kaggle.com. I'm putting it on the chat. Right, kaggle.com. You can download data from here and you can practice, right? Practice working on Power Query. So that's all on today's session. Thank you. Thanks a lot, everyone, for joining. Have a good night, and we'll be meeting tomorrow. Thank you, guys.